A very good evening to you and welcome once again to Kamwokya Pool Arena. We are in the second round of last 16 players on table. Two of the top shooters in Iwanika Mansur and Lugola Simon, they are racing to fight for a place in the last 8, and one frame has been played so far which has been lost, I would say, by computer rather than won by Mansur because he prematurely potted the black as he attempted to make a clearance. Lugola Simon nil, Iwanika Mansur 1, race to 5. You'll be reminded that the last first off at the quarterfinal of the tournament that happened yes, a weekly comp that happened exactly 2 weeks ago. It was won by computer in the decider race to 7. He won it 7-6. And then the Addis Sport Grand Opening Championship tournament that was won by Mansur. He defeated again Simon in the semis 7-5. Two players have got a lot of history between themselves. Many matches, tournaments, finals, preliminaries, league matches, everything. The biggest stage of them all where they've ever faced off being the National Open Pool Championship in 2018, the tournament that was won by Mansur. Uganda's car competition, he took down the computer in the final, which was pretty much one-sided, being we had a final score of 9-3. Computer is returning, by the way, to full fitness. Today is the first time that I am seeing signs of him playing in full gear, like you are saying in that clearance. He had a threatening accident 2 weeks ago on that dreadful Sunday as he rode his motorbike in the Wakiso district, a town near Kampala, where he was hit by a moving vehicle of the Umeme company, which distributes electricity in the country of Uganda. And thank God, with him having felt out, bypassers, Good Samaritans picked him up and took him to a nearby medical facility where he was able to get first aid and some additional treatment. And when he regained his consciousness, by God's grace, scans revealed no danger to the skull or the brain or something. It was just minor injuries which he dealt with within about a week. And last week he was able to play. This very comp, by the way, was defeated in the first round, could barely put any ball. Today he seems to be, there are signs that he is in good shape, and he has deservedly equalized against Mansur in this game 1-1. Both are normally offensive-minded players, but in a different way. But of the two, it is a Computer who is normally all-out attack. Mansur is that very careful player. He can decide to attack, but it is very rare for him to just play all-out attack. When he decides to play all-out attack, he can turn good. Actually, many of you don't know the offensive side of his game. The fact that live streaming of pool matches came in Uganda when he was adjusting his game. Otherwise, when he decides to play all-out attack, he can be real good. You can be reminded that final where he defeated Caesar at Addis Sport around 2 weeks ago. He played all-out attack and did beat Caesar at his own game. He is the latest champion of a tournament like this one. And what a final he had against Caesar last weekend, around 3 weeks ago. By this time, there was total action on that pool table. A race to 11 in which he led 8-2, and yet the match got at 10-10. And Mansur needed some luck to win a decider. And here he is trying to win another. It is his second time participating in this tournament. The first time was not fruitful. For Computer, it is the third. The previous two have not been fruitful at all. So they both have scores to settle not only against themselves but also in the comp itself. Wesley Raymond Jr. is asking who Ibra is playing next. The players against whom Ibra is having an opponent in the next round are still sorting themselves out. There's a guy called Peter, the guy who normally who tries to beat Kasozi in this same tournament. Is currently leading 4-3 against a young boy called Yahaya. We'll wait for that one. When they are done, then Ibra will have an opponent, Nasuna Bushra. You are praying for Computer to play very well soon. For me, I'm seeing he seems okay, but he's still complaining of some pain in his body. But accidents are like that. You don't get well immediately. And he didn't play that shot well immediately. He fouls, he commits a foul, he blunders. And he knows that Mansur will not allow him on table, most likely not. He intended to play top spin. White ball follows the yellow and bounces off the cushion. But he misguided it to the effect that the white ball was pocketed. That is how Mansur is stealing away another frame from Computer. With the pot of this black, Mansur 1, Simon 1. Thank you for watching. Fahad Elzie for supporting Mansur. The People's Choice. Hi to you. Nasuna Bushra. Pain Micros. Watching from Elego in South Sudan border. Say hi to Wanekalite, One Kiz, Emma Baraza. You're asking who is Caesar? Is Caesar facing? Where I am, I can't see the chat clearly. I'm just trying to look through. Okay, Caesar seems to be facing a guy called Jeffa. He used to play in the Ugandan Pool League with Spice Polo Club. West Raymond, he was a team with teammates. He was teammates with Akuji. He has been out of the country for some few years. He returned to the country this morning, by the way, and followed online tips to participate in this pool championship. By the way, he normally watches from Qatar and he's always with you guys in the comment section. He's called Jefferson Katende. That's what he calls himself, even on Facebook and YouTube. That is the guy that Caesar is about to face. He's through to the round of last 16. Emma Baraza, thank you for playing, for watching. As Simon once again attempts an equalizer. He's playing all-out attack, but just signs of some carelessness in his attacking play. Attacking pool is the best pool, but you need to be as close to perfection as possible, because normally, many a times, if you go for the game and you don't finish it, the big advantages to your opponent, because you are left with 1 or 2 balls. Your opponent is the one in the driving seat. They decide when to pot, when to snooker, when to play safety. You don't decide shots, they will be calling the shots. Emmanuel Mushinge, you are watching from Chibombo in Zambia. You're asking at the time when your champ Caesar is playing. Yeah, soon he's at the venue. I tip him to go at least to the quarterfinals, and guess who, if he defeats that guy in the quarterfinal, guess who will be his opponent in the quarterfinal? It is Wesley Raymond's friend Bob Katerega. And then if he goes as far as the semi-finals, likes of Ivan Kanyesije and Pacquiao and Ibrahim Kayanja, one of them will await him. But look at how computer is showing us glimpses of his best. I will say he has won 2 games and has lost 2 games. I wouldn't say that computer has won 2 games and Mansur has won 2 games. I will say computer has won 2 and lost 2, because the 2 games he has lost, he almost gifted them away by not playing so carefully. So once again, 2 shots from the computer. He's losing frames in exactly the same way. The first 2, he's about to lose the third. It's always Mansur taking a lead and computer equalizing. That has been the story of the match so far, with Simon's losses not so convincing. He has been having a mixed year. He has not yet won. He has won actually one comp this year. Or has he? Maybe it was at the end of last year. But he has been in a few finals, most especially that comp in Masaka, that double life tournament that was won by Caesar, taking first and second positions. He defeated Caesar. He defeated Simon in the final. Then he came third in another comp 2 weeks ago. Outside of that, some of his performances have been wanting in tournaments like this one. For Mansur, I can say he's having a good year, if not very good. He has so far won 3 comps and has now twice defeated Caesar. Very important for him that the player who has been giving him the biggest beatings in Uganda, now Mansur, seems to have gotten a formula to finally tame him down a little bit. Maybe we could get a chance of them facing off tonight. But that can only happen if the 2 make it as far as the final. This is Mansur now retaking the lead for the 3rd time. Mansur 3, Simon 3. On another table, Jefferson is leading 1-0 against Eddie. 2 players so far through to the round of last 8, the quarterfinal. That is Caleb and, of all people, Bob K. Of all people, of all players. Dennis, you're asking if I did open a new Facebook page. The answer is yes. My main Facebook page, Break and Finish Live, is currently restricted from going live. The page is still on and active. I can only share links and pictures and words, but not videos, live or not. They tell me that maybe I've reached the limit. It is something I didn't know about. That is why I opened the new Facebook page, Break and Finish Live 2. It is Break and Finish with the dash and number 2. So far it is the one I'm using for live streaming on Facebook. As I wait maybe for a month or so when Break and Finish Live has its live streaming restored. Thank you for watching, my friend Rachel Mbewe. Used to watch these videos from Lusaka. Now has a big upgrade watching from Colorado in America. Boss Dambos. Ivan Oketa, my customer. Thank you for watching. Dennis Monroe, Mlezori Sandile, must be from South Africa by the sound of your name. What can computer do here? Is he porting and opening? He misses. Will he find it? Yes, he finds it. But ports, I have to say he has been a little bit careless. I will say he's still rusty. After 2 full weeks of treatment, he's not. Of course, I wouldn't fault him for not being at his very best. But there are signs of brilliance in this match. But there are still signs of rustiness in him, and very visible. Boss Numbers watching from Southampton. Thank you for watching. And Abex Fire supporting computer. Francis Chibesa must be watching from Zambia, just like comic addict from Kabwe region, waving your Zambian flag proudly. You are watching third match in the round of last 16. Today's weekly comp at Kamwokya Pool Center in the city of Kampala, the gates of Kamwokya, opposite the Holy Trinity Church, where if you're in and around Kampala, you can access the venue and watch the games free of charge. It is 5 frames played so far, and it is the 2018 national champion of Uganda, Mansur, leading 3-2 against the guy he did beat in the same final. 2 players, of course. After that painful defeat computer had, their management team decided to have a money match that was organized at Dice Lounge. Yes, racing to 21 for $1,200 US. That match in a decider, 21-20, was won by Bwanika Mansur. Many times when they are faced off in tournaments like this one at this stage, majority of the matches have been won by Mansur. But twice they've faced off in finals, and both finals have been won by Simon. A tournament that was organized at Club Totes, a monthly comp, last year, won by computer. And then a tournament that was held at the beginning of last year, about 120 kilometers away in the central district of Masaka. The final that was a race to 7 was won by computer 7-6. And how about this fire clearance? Another. Most definitely to make it 4-2 for Mansur. As long as he sinks in this black, which he will probably do even with his eyes closed. Yes, he does. Mansur 4. Computer 2, and for Simon to progress to the quarterfinals, he must win 3 games in a row. If he doesn't, he goes back home. In the next few minutes, most likely, a guy called Peter and a guy called Ibra should be the next pair live. Thank you, Grace, my friend, for watching. This time a dry break from Mansur, who has been playing generally better, a little more cautious. Computer showing signs of how good he can be, but not cautious at all, especially at the most crucial times of the match. In the first frame, he prematurely potted the black ball. The second frame, he fouled to give away the game. The third one, missed a ball. White came back and still potted it, but only to put him from the frying pan into the fire. And he will most likely be going back home unless he can win 3 games in a row. Although I have to say, winning 3 games against Mansur and the present day Mansur in that kind of form is extremely unlikely. This game will be watched by keen interest from players and fans alike. How Mansur has raised his game of late. And not just the results of his matches, but also the level of play has gone high. And he can decide to play offensive pool and win. He can decide to play technical pool and win. Very technical player he is. And also a very complete player. I'm sure had he lost that final to Caesar, who was coming from 8-2 down to make it 10-10, the unforced errors from Mansur, which forced Caesar in a decider, it would have hurt him so hard that I wonder he would have shown up today. And speaking of unforced errors, Computer does another. Just like his story of this match has been that previous shot from Mansur and then the next shot from Computer are the exact description of how this match has been. They are a summary, those 2 shots, of this entire match. Someone is asking when is Caesar playing? Maybe after one more match, we shall most likely be seeing Caesar. By the way, some of these players are proceeding to Kenya on Thursday morning to partake in the Tawi Open, a comp organized in Kitale town, Western Kenya. Computer participation confirmed. Ibrahim Kayanja confirmed. Ivan Senyonjo confirmed. Lawrence Sengonge confirmed. Rashid Wagaba confirmed. Maybe Senyonjo Glorious. I'm yet to confirm Ibrahim Sejemba. Should be about 10 men and 5 ladies, including Rita, a new lady called Mombeja, then Faith, and Julie. Mansour's white is safe. He intends to put it to the bottom left corner pocket. The corner pocket closest to your screen on the left. He will most definitely with a hard shot sink it in just like that. Mansur takes down Computer with not too much difficulty this time and proceeds to the quarterfinal. Computer will proceed home. Final scores, ladies and gentlemen: Lubula Simon 2, Bwanika Mansur 5. Next up, most likely Peter and Ibra.